Alright, so I just watched the last episode of Game of Thrones, so that's season 8, episode 6, and I'm gonna spoil it, because I'm, whew, so a lot of things happen. Let's start off from the beginning, I guess. So we start off with the aftermath of the last episode, and okay, sure, whatever. Daenerys snaps. Daenerys kills a million people. Whatever. I don't take it or leave it. Doesn't matter. So, doesn't matter. But we'll just consider it as a logical step for the writers to take. Logical conclusion to Daenerys' storyline. Whatever. All right. So we start off with the aftermath, and of course that's a great place to start off, and it looks nice. It's effective. It's terrifying. And then people start talking, like characters start doing things, and it just goes all wrong from there. So Tyrion goes to mourn them. That's fine. That's cool. It's good. Probably. Whatever. I'm talking about Tyrion goes to mourn Jaime and Cersei. Whatever. And then he goes to confront Daenerys. Okay. That's okay. Okay. That necessary actually. And then he does the thing where he throws the hand, the bat, whatever the thing is, metal. That's good. Great. I like that part. That was nice. And then she imprisons him. Good. Tyrion's a good character. You don't want to kill him off. All right. So then he goes to prison, and then Jon visits him, and Jon is effectively told to kill Daenerys, and that makes sense. Okay, it makes sense. It's all leading up to this. Not all. But everything they've built this last season is leading up to this. Everything that matters in the couple episodes we've been watching here, it leads up to this. So now we get with Tyrion convincing Jon to do the deed, which is the only intelligent thing that he's done all season. Only intelligent thing that Tyrion has done all season, and Jon does it. He does the thing. It's so good. That's good, and it was emotional. It was kind of an emotional moment. And then the dragon just burns randomly. I guess you probably could have done that better, but I'm not a special effects producer. I'm not a director. I'm not a film producer. Whatever. Okay. And then it just stops. The episode just stops and nothing else happens. Nothing else that makes any sense or is any good, I guess. So then from then on we have every possible chance for Jon to become the new king, the new king of the Westeros, and it's good. It's what we've wanted, Maybe it's not what we deserve, but it's what we've wanted, And I understand that the Unsullied is a big army. Unsullied, thousands of people, big army, and they control the town. Also, Unsullied is an infinitely replenishing army. I forgot to mention that too. It's really good writing. So then they're discussing whether or not who should be the next king. For some reason Tyrion's there. I don't know why you would give the prisoner the opportunity to tell you who the next king is gonna be. Okay, whatever. Tyrion's an important character. We need him there. That's okay. So then we have every possible chance for Jon to become the king. We got it's not the Unsullied's decision. It's the decision of the lords that are there. Every single one of them likes Jon. I can't think of one that dislikes Jon. Okay, he's an obvious choice for multiple characters there. There's you got Sansa. Obviously his brother Arya would support Sansa in picking Jon, and then we've got the Reachmen. That's what they are. Yeah, the people with the moons, the crescent moons. Yeah, they like Jon. Come on, they helped him out. And King of the North, good guy. And then we got what his uncle? Well, his uncle by family, and of course, okay, she probably should do it. Samwell Tarly, obviously, you're obviously gonna go with Jon as your first choice. And then you got Gendry, that's the guy. Okay. Let him, I guess, helping defeat the Night King. Whatever. That's a little bit of a connection. So it's enough. Who else is there? Nobody else that matters is there, I guess. Davos loves Jon. I don't know about Brienne. I can't remember anything. Brienne doesn't like Jon. I don't think that's the case. So okay, then they choose the worst possible option. So you got the best possible option. So somebody who's been building over the entire show. Somebody who came from a dead end. He came from the Night's Watch. He came from somewhere you can't get out of, and he got out of it. He beat death. He was cheated out of winning the Battle of Winterfell. You know, whatever. That's okay. It doesn't really matter. He was still important in that battle. So then you give him the throne. He killed the demon. He killed the real Night King, which was Daenerys. As you could see, a lot of people died. But Bran? What has he done? I mean, he's done nothing that people who knew anything. I feel like he's just not done anything that's like means anything, you know? He's told some people that you know that Jon is a Targaryen, and that's something, I guess. Cool. But not as a king. He has no personality. He hasn't been a character for 3 seasons, I think. At least not a dynamic one that mattered. Like, you know, changes and interacts with other characters. And then Tyrion suggests Bran? Why would Tyrion suggest Bran? That doesn't make any sense to me. Oh, and I got some notes here. I was very upset. So there's also you know, the fact that Arya was totally useless in the beginning part of that episode, but I kind of glanced over that. Also, the fact that Arya's going west, that means nothing to anyone. No character cares. No one should care. No audience member should care whether or not she's going west, because it's not going to affect future episodes, because there are none, and it's not going to affect like our perception of Arya, because it's like a lateral neutral move that no one cares about. Sansa being independent, cool. Should have done that, probably. Probably a good choice, you know, and that would have been okay. And you could have done that with Jon being king. What would have made more sense? All the characters who were there could have still been there. The Unsullied are completely useless at the end of this episode, okay? They're just there to ruin the show? I mean, the show was going downhill in the last 2 seasons, but to just nail... Okay, so I only watch a couple shows, okay? I watch a handful, maybe. I watch, you know, Mr. Robot. It's a really good show. And then I watch... the Netflix Marvel shows, because some of them are really good. I stopped watching them season 2 of Jessica Jones. That was one of the worst things I've ever seen. But okay, I only want, you know, a couple shows, and Game of Thrones is one of them. You know, I just wanted to like enjoy the show. It was good for a time, and now it's over. And I think just about any fan of the show, without just serving their own desires for, you know, for characters to do what they want to do, you know, some whatever fan service or whatever. Now, without just having that, could have written a better season 8. I think it just in general is just a bad job all around. And it's the same writers who are writing every season before that. Like, it didn't change, you know. It's not like a Star Wars movies where it changes from movie to movie, and you can place the blame of the quality of the movie on the director. This was not. It wasn't like that. It was just really just disappointing, just bad, just not thought out. Just a terrible conclusion to almost any character. I mean, okay, the people who sit in the council of the king. You know, you got Bronn, like him. I really like him. Everybody likes him. You got Bronn, you got Brienne, you got Samwell. Why was he there? He's not experienced. He didn't really do anything. Okay, whatever. Sure, he's there. And then you got you got Tyrion, great guy, should be there, I guess. And who's the? Is that it? There's somebody else. Oh, Davos, of course. And of course, those are all great characters, and I like them being there. I like them being there at the end. They could all still be there, just if Jon was king. I think I'm just repeating what everyone who watches the show knows. He shouldn't have been sent to the Night's Watch. So here's one reason why he should have been sent to the Night's Watch. So he escaped from the Night's Watch, and you never felt like he should have been there after season about halfway through season 6. He leaves and he goes, fights Battle of the Bastards, and you never want him back. You never want him back at the Night's Watch because you don't need him there. The Night's Watch was a stepping stone. It was a place for him to grow as a character, to have his defeats, to have his victories, and I just don't understand why they threw him away, you know? Like, I feel like somebody just really didn't like, I don't know, like they just didn't like the audience, they just didn't like Kit Harington, they just didn't like, I don't know, good storytelling. Oh, and that's another point. You got Tyrion saying that the best, what really unites people is the best story, the best story, and Bran, who has no importance and hasn't had a really interesting episode in about 3 seasons, maybe 2 seasons, because Hodor was pretty cool. Anyway, or the death of Hodor was pretty cool. So, that all, whatever, sure. That good story, but what's a better story than Jon's story? What's a better story than ending the series in a way that is even slightly satisfying? We're left with the same anger you left us with in episode 7 of season 8, the last episode, sorry, episode 5. The same anger. It's not fixed. It's just worse. And I don't really know what else to say at this point. I just think, maybe we would have been united as a fan base if the story had been better. I don't know. I feel like any old dude would be just as good at writing season 8 of Game of Thrones. What a disappointment. All right. Well, thanks for listening to this. I mean, I'm just disappointed. Okay, I think we all are. That's why you clicked on this video. Thanks.